That is very messed up. Let me just say that, Orisa. That is... Ugh.
Name's Nils.
Ugh.
I'm the cook up at Candlehearth Hall.
I can't believe that. That is horrible. That is absolutely horrible. He married his daughter and doesn't see anything wrong with that because she's an orc and he's a human? That is a disgusting, disgusting man. Hey, there he is. Where's his daughter? I mean, sure, if we follow him, he'll lead us to her, right?
Huh?
Hmm? Hmm? Where is she? God damn it, where
Good to have you by my side, friend.
she?
I need
Oh,
reliable.
hi there.
This better be good.
Oh, I can't talk to you about it, huh?
All right, then.
All delicious and affordable.
Damn it,
What are you looking
I
at?
hate you. You asshole. God damn it. Hey there, how's it going?
My master can be a bit short-tempered, but I've learned so much from him.
I have the materials that you requested.
Thank the gods. I'll get to work on the files straight away.
Don't appreciate loiterers, if that's what you're here.
Is your master still talking? I thought he was dying or something. I guess not, huh? Orisa, you watching this? We're watching history in the making. History is very fast, I've learned. That took literally like 10 seconds.
Master, look. It's the file.
What? How?
It doesn't matter. Look. It's refilling with your tonic as we speak.
Marvelous.
Oh!
He is gone.
Yeah, I
Thanks to you,
noticed.
he died knowing his life's work was not in vain.
I noticed he died when he kind of went, oh, and had a huge body spasm. I'm sorry to hear that.
As am I. You acted very nobly in helping my master realize his life's work. Thank you for that. As for myself, I've always been content to simply be an alchemist. I fear keeping the file would just remind me of Norellian's obsession and how it consumed him. Here, keep it. You are as much a part of its legend now as Corral Mill was. I hope it brings you the happiness that my master desired. Now, how would you like me to align the file's properties? I'm not as skilled as Corral Mill, so I'm afraid it will only ever refill with one type of liquid.
I'd like it to have the magical power of healing.
I understand. Good day, friend. Keeping well?
Alright, so let me take a look at the white file now. So, white file. Restore 100 points of health. So let's favorite that. Let's set that to 7. It's useful. I'll take it. Why not? You know what? Let's head back to Kynes Grove. Hey there, how's it going?
Lord Nilsine has been wrecked since her sister was killed.
Whatever you say. Listen, I'm just hung up about the guy who married his daughter. I'm still a little just kind of like, on that. It's gross. It really is. I don't know why. You see, now I understand why people aren't thrilled with him. I would sure hope no one's thrilled with him. Alright, Orisa, we're gonna head to Kynes Grove because hopefully the Knight of Thorns will actually want to talk about, you know, getting on with his life, finding the person who framed him. Because you would think, you know, he might want to, you know, restore his honor, his glory. These are good things in life usually. Is this my horse? Yeah, it is. Gonna hop right on. Orisa, one of these days we're gonna get you your own horse, I swear. Just not today, because horses can be kind of expensive, let's face it. And you, I mean, yeah, okay, Orisa, I was gonna say she doesn't pull her own weight, but she does. She does. It would not be fair if I said otherwise. It is really bright out today. It's very sunny, very warm. Which is odd, seeing as we're here in the north. The northern reaches of Skyrim. But we are going south as well, so there's that. Let me just... Yeah, no, go away, horse. Don't rub your face on me, it smells. You know, I've eaten horse before. It's delicious.
Knight Commander, please.
Mining is hard work,
Everything I can to
but we pay a fair price for any ore you
must
dig
tell
up.
me what really happened that night.
My pa runs this town, and you're going to be in big trouble if you mess with me.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes, Knight Commander?
Have you ever wondered how they coax the bees to make such delicious honey? This mead is rather delectable. You should stop being such a bore and try some. Innkeeper, another round of mead for the Knight of Thorns.
Knight Commander, I know you wish not to defy the Countess's decree, but you cannot sit here and perpetuate this injustice. You are an honorable knight, and the most gallant elf I have ever known.
Leave me. Oh, there once was a lady as fair as an evening
sorry the
in
Knight Commander has been
springtime
such a
of
bother to you,
Otrosh
stranger.
Mackay.
Nevertheless, I assure you, the elf you see there is not the one I know. Erevan was a true knight, and a paladin without peer. It is a shame that he will be forever known as the Knight of Thorns, and not the White Rose of legend.
The Knight Commander has been pleasant company. I prefer him this way. No, I don't. I would rather be known as the Knight of Thorns than some milk-drinking rose. Do you think you can prove his innocence?
It's unlikely I can do much of anything. Yet the Countess begged me to investigate this matter in secret, and to check on the Knight Commander's well-being. It seems I will have dismal news to report on both fronts.
Everyone, stay inside. Those bloody knights are back again.
What knights?
Knights? What warriors sworn to service would do the townsfolk harm?
Pardon me, my lord. I meant no offense. This group belongs to no jarl or king. They're just a bunch of lowlifes calling themselves the Knights of the Eight. They go around from town to town trying to collect protection money. Meaning, if we don't pay, they're going to come back tonight and raid the village.
What about the town guard? I saw a few patrols when I entered.
I didn't.
A handful of guards can't stand up to a couple dozen bandits. And the Jarl's men are stretched thin enough as it is.
Then fortune favors our meeting. I am a member of the Order of the Rose, the personal guard of the Count of Shadenhall. I will see to it that these brigands are brought to justice.
Wait, where are you going?
To fight the knights, he already told you. I'm gonna join him.
I visited the
I
meaderies
see
of
them.
Riften once, as a lad.
And protection
Wish
doesn't
I
come
had their
cheap.
skill.
You know, just the other day, I think I saw a group of rowdy bandits coming up the river. I can't be sure, but they were saying something about burning your homes and raping all your women.
Is that so?
Are you sure they were just bandits? Are you sure they weren't vampires too?
I think you're right. Some of them had fangs and such. Probably a whole clan of vampire bandits coming to Coinsgrove to suck everyone's blood.
You heard the woman. Pay up. Unless you all want to become a bunch of homeless nightwalkers.
If you ruffians are through listing your demands, allow me to propose a counteroffer. Remove your weapons and surrender yourselves to the guard, and I will refrain from removing your heads.
Looks like one of the bandits got here early. And do you know what the Knights of the Eight do to bandits?
You're not wearing boots.
Let's show him.
Why are you not wearing boots? Goddamn Knights of the Eight. Why are they all focused on me? Go away. Oh god, I don't like this. Everyone leave me alone. Stop picking on me. Oh, are they attacking the random citizens of the town? Yeah, they are. I won't stand for this. Ooh, right through the back.
Careful not to torch anything important.
Thank you for your assistance. Your skill in battle is praiseworthy. However, we are not alone. As you can see, the townsfolk are ready to defend Kynesgrove. They simply require someone to lead them. It is for that reason I risked taking on 3 bandits, knowing that mortals are inherently virtuous, and that reinforcements would soon arrive.
That was a risky gambit. Your actions were brave, and your faith rewarded.
Your words do me great honor, but on this day it is you and the people of Kynesgrove that are the true heroes.
Well, I'm always the hero.
I merely provided the impetus for your heroism, the ember that lit the heart of justice aflame. It's the Knight Commander who taught me that one can inspire in defeat as well as in victory. If only he could be reminded of his own words.
I'll try convincing Erevan to aid the townsfolk.
Would you? I appreciate your assistance. I fear my presence only serves to remind him of what he has lost.
What are your recollections of the night the Countess was assaulted?
We were fast asleep at the lodge when it happened. The guards claim he approached them at night, indicating he had trouble sleeping, and asked if he could relieve them of their posts. The assault occurred about an hour later, with the guards at the tavern, by a knight in white armor. Only the steward witnessed the attack. None of us believed it. The Knight Commander would not act so recklessly. However, the armor the assailant wore was indeed his. There was no mistaking the blood that covered its breastplate when we found it the next morning.
Tell me about Erevan.
They called him the White Rose. In the Order, there are those who have flawless technique, and those who simply get results. With the Knight Commander, it was more than just his skill with the blade. It was the elegance in which he wielded it. Every movement was poetry, like a dance of swords. Not only that, but it carried over into everything he did. His clothes were spotless, his manners were pristine, and he spoke with a dictation that would make nobles sound like paupers. He was more than just our leader, and he was more than just a knight. He was immaculate, divine.
Well, so much for all of that.
Hopefully you can convince him to be true to himself.
Alright, we'll see. He's pretty drunk. He's pretty useless, so we'll see, alright.
Well met.
How you doing? Have you found your doppelganger yet?
Greetings.
No? Okay, that's fine. Let me just sit down. Yep. Let me just slide in here. Oh, how's it going?
What is it now? What do you ask of the Knight of Thorns? Murder? Theft? Fornication?
All of the above.
I'll have you know that I am no ordinary scoundrel, but a master of all three.
Gross. Not even the worst scoundrel will do nothing and watch these people die.
No, you are right. The Knight of Thorns would not stand idly by while people suffer. He would join the rogues and inflict more suffering, which is precisely what I mean to do when they arrive.
No, it's not what I meant. You're putting your own pride ahead of the safety of the villagers. Stop feeling sorry for yourself and start acting like a knight.
Acting, yes. That's what the steward said. It was all an act. What a jarring moment. To be told that everything you are was but a creation of your own imagination. What I am doing now is getting acquainted with that person. Getting to know the real me. This knight you speak of is a farce. Leave him be.
Nope, not gonna happen. Hiram and I still believe you will answer the call.
When I was a child, they said my bones were too brittle to be a knight. I was afflicted with an illness that left me a dry, wilted rose. They said the only way I could survive was if I was perfect. If I could somehow manage to parry every blow. They were right. I am broken. And all it took was a single mistake.
You want to talk about it?
What?
Okay. No, you don't.
Away with you.
Alright. Well, so much for that, I suppose. Come on.
Make it quick.
Come on.
Be gone.
I don't wanna. Help me out here, buddy. Help me out a little bit. You know what? If he's not gonna listen to reason, let me just talk to Hiram, I guess. I mean, we still have to protect the town after all. Hiram? Oh, there you are, buddy. How's it going?
No luck, I see.
Nope.
I'm still hopeful the Knight Commander will join us, but for now, we need to prepare without him. I have recruited some of the townsfolk to help build a few rudimentary defenses, although we only have so much time. I wanted to get your opinion before we begin. Do you think it would be wiser to construct barricades or traps?
Traps. Bandits charge ahead, and barricades are worthless without archers.
I see you know a bit about military strategy.
I fought in the war.
True enough. I will teach the miners how to fashion bear traps. Roggy, I need you to gather the other miners and bring them here so we can start building our defenses.
You can rest easy. I will take care of it.
Dravinia, we need your alteration talents to protect those in the front line. Defense of the villagers is our priority.
As you wish.
And what about the Knight of Thorns? Surely you can find use for one who knows the mind of his enemy.
Knight Commander, I always believed that virtue would win in the end.
You are mistaken. I am not who you think I am. It is possible I never was. Still, even a broken elf may be of some use. My fallen corpse could trip a bandit or two as they march upon this village.
That's the spirit.
Of course, Knight Commander. You will have your place on the front lines, as always.
Thank you, Hiram.
All right, everyone. You have your orders.
I don't.
As for you, I suggest you get some sleep.
Okay, that's an
We will
order.
need all our warriors well rested and focused on the battle.
That is a good order. I like that order indeed. Sleeping is an order that I'm okay with. You hear me, Arissa? Oh, you know. She's like, yeah, I could sleep. I like how... Well, I mean, yeah, he has to rest up too, but I like how he just immediately goes back to eating and drinking.
I hope you'll stay for a bit. We could certainly use the business.
Yeah, I'm here to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
I'm here to protect you, to do you a favor, and here you are,
right this way,
telling me to go to bed. I mean, not really going to bed, but I'm paying you so that I can protect the town in a few hours. So, yeah, rest and await the attack. So, you know, 4 hours, that'll be 9 p.m. It seems like a good amount of time, I suppose. Granted, it'd be easier if the bandits told us when they would show up. Oh.
I hope you'll stay for a bit. We could certainly use the business.
Battle time, Arissa. Arissa, you gotta...
Let me get out of your way.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We gotta talk to Hiram. Gotta save the town.
I am at your service.
I trust you had a good sleep.
It was lovely. I slept well, but I should have been here to help.
Ah, spoken like a true Knight of the Rose. With you and the return of the Knight Commander, it seems the reports of Chivalry's death were premature. I thank you again for convincing him to join the fight. I believe he asked to speak with you. You'll find him up there on the hillside.
Alright. Sounds good to me. Up there on the hillside? You know there was a dragon up there before, right? I mean, yes, it's dead. Again. Thanks to me, but... Still, what's he doing up here? How's it going?
I want to thank you. I was a fool.
I know.
Part of me tried to convince myself I was protecting the Countess. But in truth, I was ashamed.
What do you mean?
When the white rose was stained in blood, I became a fraud in the eyes of the people. And yet in the eyes of the gods I committed no crime. I could have remained unsullied, a rose without thorns. But instead, I chose to debase myself.
And why do you think that is?
Perhaps I cared more about the title of being virtuous than the ideals themselves. When I was a child, they said I had to be perfect if I wanted to become a knight. The person you see before you is far from perfect, but when it comes to my knighthood, I will do my best to prove them wrong.
Well said. When the day is done, no mortal will be able to defy our knighthood.
Yes, Whether they think us roses or thorns, we are, in the end, knights of Shadenhall. Huzzah, my friend. And... what? They're here!
Oh, that was fast. Okay, we gotta guard the rear flank. You ready for this? Are you ready? Okay, I'm gonna follow you, because I don't know where the rear flank is. Oh. Is that them right there? Okay, that is them right there. Is this their pet saber cat? Yeah, it is. Alright. Bandit trained saber cat. Wasn't trained that well because he didn't attack. Is that all of them? Okay, we gotta defend the rest of Kynesgrove. Oh, they destroyed this cart. How dare they? Hey, Stormcloaks, what are you doing here? What are you guys doing here? You know the war's over, right?
I'm waiting.
You're waiting. I'm waiting for you to get out of here. Or, you know, help defend the town. That's an option as well. You know, we could always use the help. Time for you to prove yourselves in combat. Stupid bandit. Hey, you. Oh, you're a bandit. I like how she had to be reminded that she was a bandit. That she was here to fight us. She's like, oh yeah, no, I'm here. I'm here to fight you guys. That is a lot of bandits, though. Just trying to make sure I don't actually hurt any of my friends. Oof. Carissa just kicked his ass. That is a lot of arrows in that young lady right there. I'm gonna... Ooh, a lesser bounty ring. I'll take that. Not bad. Man, they really want to take Kynesgrove. I got news for you guys. There's nothing in Kynesgrove. Joke's on you, bandits. Oh, you're gonna be fine, Roggy. You're gonna be fine. That's a lot more people than I expected. Is that all of them? That's all of them. Good. That's very good. How am I tired again? I just took a nap.
Knight Commando, the town is safe with nary a casualty.
Oh, no.
Yes. And the people have you to thank.
What do you mean, nary a casualty?
You do the order proud.
No.
The credit goes to you, as
Gemma.
I have all my life. When faced with a decision, I needed only follow your example.
She's dead.
No, Haram. You are your own man. And as I am no longer a knight of the rose, that is true now more than ever. Give the Countess my regards.
What will you do now, Knight Commander?
I do not know. Perhaps I will follow our friend here.
Hey.
Not every knight serves a court. Some simply serve the greater good. Well, what of it, adventurer? Will you take the Knight of Thorns as your squire?
Not this time, but I have a feeling that our paths will cross again, my friend.
Very well. Then perhaps later, when I have flushed this poison from my body. For now, my eternal gratitude will have to do.
So Gemma's definitely dead. They said nary a casualty. I got news for you. There was a casualty.
Skyrim didn't have enough outsiders. Now we got
I think that's the only casualty, though. So I guess it could be worse. Everyone's just covered in arrows. Everyone's just, ugh. Everyone's a pincushion tonight. I am gonna go back to sleep, though, for a little bit. That seems like a good idea.
I hope you'll stay
oh wait,
for a
I
bit.
still
We
have
could certainly use the business.
the bed rented, so that's good. Let's sleep. You know what? Let's sleep until morning.
My pa runs this town, and you're going to be in big trouble if you mess with me.
Yeah, whatever you say, asshole. Listen, I don't really give a shit. This guy's always bothering me. It's like, I just saved your town. You're welcome. Don't give me shit about it. It's very nice out, actually. You know what? I want to head back to Dawnstar. Oh, did we not clear Mount Anthor yet? I guess we never did. Whatever. I want to head back to Dawnstar because I'm curious if there's any other work I can find there. There's also a few things I want to sell because I have I have that Daedric shield that I really don't care about. I have... Oh, that bounty ring. I can sell that for a pretty septim or two, let me tell you. I think the blacksmith is right here, actually.
I helped my husband Rustleif run the forge. He's a marvel with steel.
Well, he's no Yorland Greymane, let me tell you that much.
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
So, let's see. Daedric shield. Archmage robes, what do I have these for? Where did I get these? Oh, she doesn't have enough gold. Well then. Let me search for bounty. Bounty ring. Thank you.
We forge every day if you need anything.
That's fine. That's fine. I just need you to have more gold so I can sell you stuff. Oh, I gotta go up to the inn. Let's ask the innkeeper if he knows of anything that we can do. Like, you know, any rumors he knows about, any work he has for us. You know, whatever it is. The Wind Peak Inn. Ah, a lovely place indeed. Oh, Arissa's just charging and it's like, oh no, I'm scared.
I'm sorry. My mind was just somewhere else. Do you need a room? Drink?
Actually, I was just curious. Is there, any news or rumors floating about?
Here, take a look at this for details.
Orphan's Tear. Alright. Orphan's Tear. Notice to citizens, there have been reports of increased salvaging activity around the coastline near Orphan's Tear. It is important to remember that shipwrecked cargo is still the property of their respective owners. Taking it is tantamount to theft. The Jarl's Steward. Well, I guess let's go check out Orphan's Tear then. Oh, Darkened Steel. Investigate Orphan's Tear. Don't mind if I do. I kept on hitting escape and it just wasn't closing the menu. It's like, no, I want to be done with this. Close it. So let's see. Orphan's Tear. Wow, that is far away. You know what? Let's hop on our horse. It's going to make everything a lot easier. We'll get there faster. And that's always good, is, you know, it's a little later in the day. The sun is starting to set. At this rate, hopefully we can get there before daybreak.
Oh, excuse me.
It's alright, Orissa. You're fine. You're fine. That being said, I am a little tired. Oh, I see, I think I see our salvagers. So it would seem there's someone right over here. Let me just say, it is beautiful out tonight. Absolutely beautiful out tonight. Hello there? Oh. Goddamn skeever. Oh god, all the skeevers are after me. Orissa, I could use some help over here killing the very angry skeevers. God damn it. Oh, what is that thing? Oh, I mean, I've seen this thing before, but I hate them all the time. No, you get out of here. You stupid king crab-leg monster bitch. No one likes you. He has a ward, otherwise... Oh, good. His ward is down. It's not what I meant to do. I wanted to use a different shout, but I suppose that works as well. Is he friendly now? I guess he's on our side now. I'm fine with that. That's fine. Oh, a journal. Veklas's journal. Nobody believes me, but I saw it. Crespin says I had too much to drink, but I swear on me mother's good name, I didn't have a drop. That night my head was as right as rain's hand. It was raining that night too, a storm like no other, and you couldn't hear the sea over the hammer in the sky. The others ran for the caves, but I stayed with the ship. I figured I could stash the loot and say the storm took it. I just had to wait for the eye. When the calm came, I ran towards the camp to see what was left. Shari's tent was mangled, but her chest managed to stay put. Must have been all the heavy ingots inside weighing it down. I went to work on the lock when I heard a set of boots step into the mud. At first I thought it was Shari come back to get her treasure, but then I realized the sound didn't come from the south. It came from the shore. They came out of the ocean like bloody fish. Their bodies were covered in kelp, but there was no mistaking it. These were men, or used to be. Wild thoughts began to cross my mind. I pictured these men walking across the sea of ghosts on foot, old sea dogs who refused to be the ocean's supper. Then one of them spoke, and I could only point. He asked me where the main road was. He said they were on the way to Wanderer's Rest to bury the dead. I suppose we should head to Wanderer's Rest. Learn more about the history of Wanderer's Rest. Where is it, for that matter? It's not letting me pull up the map. Oh wow, Wanderer's Rest is... Well, I mean, it seems like I'm gonna learn the history of it, so... I guess someone in Dawnstar knows? Alright. Let me just take some cheese for the road, because I like cheese. They drank all the wine. I just wanted some wine. Damn it. Can't sleep when there's enemies nearby. What enemies are there? Is it him? Is he still an enemy? I mean, that would make sense, I suppose. Oh, nope. We got a mud crab. That's why. Oh. Nope. Now Arissa's attacking him again. Alright, that was unnecessary, Arissa. He was on our side. I shouted at him, and that's all it takes to, you know, befriend people sometimes. Just show your dominance. Just yell at them a lot, and they're like, oh, no, this is okay. I'm fine with this guy now. Oh, God, who's coming for us? Oh, got some saber cats. I like how they're just kind of like swatting at Arissa. It's like, ah, I'm just going to hit you a little bit. Alright. They're all dead. Let me take my arrows back, or not. Nope, we're not. Not taking my arrows back from them. Alright, let me hop on my horse. Oh, wait, no, I can go to bed now. So, bed, horse, history, and then finding Wanderer's Rest, wherever it is. For that matter, who knows about Wanderer's Rest? Who can help me, like, learn about it? Because I don't know anything about it. But the guy on the ship,
nice.
He knew. Thank you, Arissa. Ugh. Ooh, another beautiful morning here in Skyrim. Lovely. There's my horse. Let's hop on the horse. We're gonna get back to Dawnstar. It's gonna be in the middle of the day by the time we get there. I mean, that's not really a bad thing. Hup, hippity hop. Let's go, horse. One of these days, can't speak English, you'll actually have a name. I remember Vilya named her horse, what was it, Brusif? Brussa? Brucey Bruce? I think it was just Bruce. Oh!
Go fiddling with any locks around here, we're going to have a real problem.
Did you see that horse, that magical disappearing horse? No, just me? Marissa, you saw the magical disappearing horse, right? That was a little odd. By a little odd, I mean very odd. Get out of my way, soldier. Out of my way. Hello there. She didn't want to talk.
Yet, that dagger was as fresh as codling. Forged maybe 3 weeks before we left dock, and not a sign of rust.
That's an amazing story, Frick. But it's not verifiable without some sort of written proof. Maybe if you had the dagger in question. But I appreciate the tale nonetheless. If I ever want to hear more stories of the open sea, then you'll be the first person I ask.
As you wish.
Ah, well met, traveler. Is there something I can help you with?
Yes, I felt that I didn't have enough wrinkles on my face, so I came to you to borrow some, because you're old and look like a leather bag. What was that about?
Oh, that. Frick was trying to sell me another of his tall tales. I told him the facts don't support his story. It is really just another way of saying I don't believe him. But I am extremely interested in sailor folklore. That's what I've come to Dawnstar to study.
Well, perhaps you can help me with this journal I found.
Well, This is an interesting find you have here. Very, very interesting. You may not know this, but for years Wanderer's Rest has been a mapmaker's joke. That's because it doesn't exist. You see, there's a stone road that goes west past Pine Frost Tower and snakes into the mountains. But it runs straight into a dead end. Legend has it that the High King, when looking at the map, demanded to know where the road went. The mapmaker, of course, told the High King the road didn't go anywhere. But the king insisted the mapmaker was wrong. After all, there were taxes being used to fund the upkeep of these roads, and jobs that demanded on that upkeep. There had to be a reason for it all. The road had to lead somewhere, so the mapmaker took his quill and made a dot on the map. That place was called Wanderer's Rest. In other words, one's final resting place. Because chances were, anyone who walked that road was never coming back.
And, how is the journal significant?
Well, there's actually 2 legends regarding Wanderer's Rest. It just so happens that the one about the mapmaker is more popular. Probably because it's the more interesting story of the 2.
Alright, what's the other one?
The other legend tells of an old tomb where an ancient brotherhood buried their dead.
That's way more interesting, you kidding me? And so this journal corroborates that theory.
Yes, it can't possibly be a coincidence. And I've always suspected this theory to be more viable than the first. The tale of the mapmaker and the High King, that sounds more like political commentary. A story fashioned by a jester of low birth.
Burn.
But this other theory, it not only gives a reason why the road was built, but a reason for the name. When a member of this order dies, he seeks passage to his final resting place, and only then will the way open.
Well, what else do you know about Wanderer's Rest?
Well, truth is, the legend of Wanderer's Rest isn't something you'll find in any textbook. I only know of it because a friend of mine told me the stories, poems really, of warriors without form. But if you could somehow enter the tomb and find tangible evidence of its existence, that would be worth something.
Did your friend mention how to enter the tomb?
He said the way will open for a brother and a pilgrim. But I would find him and ask him yourself. The problem is, he's a bit of a lout. And the other day, the Jarl's men came by and put a bounty on his head.
Of course they did.
I suggest you hurry to Winterhold, lest the bounty hunters find him first.
Ugh, damn it. Alright.
As for me, I need to tend to some business in High Rock. But I will return to Skyrim in a fortnight. Hopefully with payment for services rendered.
Hopefully.
For now, I wish you good luck. This is an exciting discovery, and I pray to Julianos it will be a satisfying one.
You and me both. Let's go find this guy before he gets killed. Well, before we set off on this adventure, I'm pretty sure we gotta go speak to Tikrid, right over here. I remember we rescued her, you know, forever ago. It's been a long time. How's it going?
I know my back is a little bit crooked, but it's as strong as an ox.
I believe you, don't worry. Out for some, fresh air, I take it?
Aye, fresh air and exercise. You know how it is. Neither of us can stay cooped up for long. Did you find any work at the inn?
Supposedly there's a man in Winterhold who knows how to find an ancient tomb.
Sounds like an adventure. And if that's the case, I ought to come with you. It's almost like I can hear Saline's voice in my head, telling me to stop wasting time with small bounties. So if you're headed to Winterhold, Then I'm right behind you.
Alright, sounds good. I'd be honored to have you by my side.
You'd be the first. Most people don't show me that kind of respect, so I'm thankful for your words.
Don't mention it. You know, I honestly don't even remember when we first met, because it was so long ago at this point. How did what happened to Celine change you?
Celine used to love watching the guards spar. Her dream was to one day join them, to become a housecarl and serve as the Jarl's right hand. She was always thinking about others, trying to shield us all from harm. She was strong, gallant, and honorable. She was my friend. And it burns me every single day that I couldn't be the same for her.
It's okay. Do you blame yourself for what happened to her?
Yes, I blame myself, and I always will. Not for opening that door, but for lacking the courage to follow her inside it. So I swore to myself that I would become the person Celine always thought I could be, and achieve the goals she always wanted for herself. My body is the vessel for both our spirits, one chasing a dream, and the other vowing to never let a friend chase it alone.
You mentioned you were not without some talent.
When I was younger, I trained in the barracks as a sword maiden. Many believed I would eventually serve Skal the Elder as his housecarl. But the position was filled by a man named Yod, a great warrior and former Imperial Legionnaire. Yod was part of a naval garrison that fought off the Thalmor as their ships attempted to establish a beachhead on the northern coast. As a result, he's revered and loved by the people, the guards, and more importantly, the Jarl himself, a true hero of Skyrim.
Sounds like a great man, and a good housecarl. Yeah.
Except I know I'm a better fighter than Jod.
Oh, alright.
He may have been a great warrior in his time, but now he gets by on reputation and myth.
Okay, then.
And while I realize there is something almost cruel about slaying a man's reputation, sometimes it is the only way. I know one thing, people would have hated me for it. We all want to think our heroes are infallible. Maybe that's why Skal decided to put a stop to all the talk. He told the guard captain to get rid of me. Said there was a hole in my defense.
Housecarls die, Jarls change. Your time may yet come.
So do people, and so do dreams. I've seen too much of the world to want to be cooped up in a longhouse, listening to nobles and farmers petition the Jarl for lower taxes. As a bounty hunter, I can still serve the Hold and the Jarl while traveling across the Pale, and honor the spirits to whom I've pledged my sword.
Being a bounty hunter is a lot different from guard duty.
I know. Bounty hunters put their lives on the line almost every day.
So do
and
guards.
only reap from the blood they sow. When I was a guard, I gotten into hundreds of battles, fights, and scuffles, but never with my life on the line.
You don't know that. When did you first get your first taste of real battle?
The Jarl had put up a bounty after word came of pilgrims dying near the Waynan stones. As the stones form a wreath around the Shrine of Talos, many suspected the Thalmor. Few were brave enough to challenge them. Only when I arrived I found no Thalmor. All was silent save the crunch of my boots against the quilt of snow. Just in case, I knelt before the altar like a pilgrim and asked for Talos' blessing. That's when I heard it, the chattering of teeth.
Just like that, it's no wonder you were cold. Skeletons. You were surrounded by skeletons.
Yes, the chime was that of bones, but bones clear as crystal that sparkled like the White River. It was a sound that slithered and swam through the air, rattling like a pair of bone snakes. Only they did so without a body, and without a tongue. They were ice wraiths.
Ah. And how did you fend them off?
I drew my sword when I should have raised my shield. I still recall the feeling of frostbite that touched my skin as their fangs sunk into my flesh. I shook them off and darted back behind the stone. It felt as if the wind itself was trying to take a bite out of my neck.
And what happened next?
I looked to Talos for guidance. He granted my faith with a vision, a tiny red dot dancing around the altar. It was a drop of blood, and just like that I had my answer. With but one health potion left, I would only have one chance. I tossed my shield away.
And what did you do?
I slashed my palm and squeezed it, letting the blood collect in my hand. Then I closed my eyes and listened for the rattle to get close. I threw the blood in the direction of the noise, hoping to splatter it across their glassy spines. Then I opened my eyes And there they were. Once the mystery was gone, they are nothing more than slaughterfish, wading through the air as I stuck them with my blade.
Well, impressive. Well then, follow me. We're gonna go find that guy in Winterhold.
I won't let you down.
Oh, I'm sure you won't.